You're watching InDesign Basic Training, and in this video we're going to explore the character styles and paragraph styles panels and what those do. They're different than the character or the paragraph panels because character and paragraph we set up everything individually for the paragraph, the controls or character controls. And in the character styles and the paragraph styles, we're basically creating a set of presets for a publication. Now this is a real time saver if you're doing a publication on a regular basis, where you do typically an advertisement month in and month out and it looks similar to every advertisement. You use the same styles all the time. So you might set up a template and add paragraph and character styles. Now this is a typical page from my publication, and you can see that there are some typefaces that are always used for the headlines. There's a particular body copy typeface, even to the point of having a different typeface for the bylines here. And you know, there's some particulars about italics and things like that. So in this publication I have built over the several years, I've added to it, and you can see here this is a whole huge list of different styles. What I typically start with is a body style, okay? So I've added to it over the years. I always have different kinds of headers. I have a subhead style. I have a first paragraph style because that's different than the body copy, bulleted and numbered lists. It's all setting up the publication for success so that if I highlight an area, I can just click on these styles and it will respond as a preset. I've set up the styles already, and it's a huge time saver. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to use this article that I had before. And if you notice that the article itself, I've already changed the character styles. It's Palatino, okay, and regular, and let's see, it is 11-point type and an automatic leading. It also has a space before. Now I'm gonna might modify that later, and so it's going to make it so that I can set up the paragraph and the character styles at the same time. We usually start with paragraph styles. Okay, the reason why we have character and paragraph styles will affect the entire paragraph, and it'll add your character and paragraph styles, all kinds of things, the properties for both of those. If you use character styles, then we might not want the entire paragraph to be affected, but we want to select a portion of the paragraph, and we can set a preset for that situation. Okay, so global changes for each and every paragraph is the paragraph styles. Now the first thing you do need to do is, well, if you decide on your publication, I like the way that this text is set up, and so you're going to set a style in place for the character and paragraphs. In this case, like I said, I have indents and things like that. So you're going to highlight the text that you want to create as that style. Getting the paragraph styles, if you don't see it, go under Window, and you're looking for styles. Okay, you're not looking for type and table, you're looking for styles. Excuse me. And you can pick paragraph styles. And it's really easy to do. If you go into the flyout menu, it's simply choosing New Paragraph Style. Okay, there's some other controls in here to redefine it. We have options. We can clear any overrides that we have to it, and so on. New paragraph style. I can name it I usually start with body copy anyway, so I'm going to put body. It's not based on any other style. We don't have any other styles in existence. And then to the left-hand side here, we've got some tabs. These are all the controls that we can get into. The character formats, which I've already kind of set it up. Advanced character formats. These are the controls for paragraphs and characters. Indents, tabs, paragraph rule lines, the paragraph shading. Do we want to have some controls on the paragraph as far as keeping lines together? All the hyphenation controls. Do we want it turned on or off? And so on and so forth. There's a great number of things that we can control with typesetting. Okay, I like what I'm seeing. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And we'll go back to the paragraph panel. And now you can see that I still have selected the basic paragraph, but we've added this body here. So whatever I have selected still has a basic paragraph, and there's a plus sign there. The plus sign means that I've modified it from the original. So in order for me to have all of my paragraphs, I'm going to select all. Okay, Command or Control A, and click on body, and you're going to see that I'm deliberately making it so that the body preset is set up with all of my body copy. Even though it's already that way, when you get a new article, then this is already set into place. And if I make changes, it'll make changes to everything that I selected as body, a body style. Now it affected this first paragraph. So I want to make a new paragraph style based on the body. And so this is kind of typical. If I select a paragraph, it doesn't matter if I select it or not. Actually, I want to just do a drop cap, and I want to base it on the body. So if I click on the flyout menu, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that style. And instead of body copy, I want body first para, meaning first paragraph. And really the change that I'm going to make, you can see here, I don't have a drop cap, so I'm looking for drop caps and nested styles. I want it to drop 3 lines and only 1 character wide. Align it to the left edge. The last thing that I want to do, I've got an indent on that and I don't want that, so I'm going to put the first line indent down, okay, to nothing, and click OK. All right, and you see here I still have the body as the same. Now, do I have to select the entire paragraph to select and change to a new style? Typically, it doesn't matter. What I'm doing is I would click inside anywhere in the paragraph, and paragraph styles affect the entire paragraph. So if I click on body, first para, then I've got my drop cap that I built that style. Okay, so we can build as many styles as we want to. I've got a headline here. If I click in that, and I can make a new paragraph style. I could go heading 1 because I might have several styles of heading, and that color I might have a change to it. Okay, and so heading 1, I'm going to click on that, and if I wanted all of this paragraph to be heading 1, well, there you go. Not really what I want, but okay, we'll go with it. Now, what if I needed a change overall to all of the paragraphs? Let's say my publication has all of this stuff as body copy, right? Oops. I want to change it to red, okay? Double click on your style and you'll get back your options. You can select anything in the list, in this case character color, and I can change it. Click OK with the change. All right, and then all of my copy is like this. Now, why did not the first paragraph not change like that? Well, if I go into the first paragraph, I didn't base it on the body itself, so you could do that, okay, and click OK. All right, so based on that first one, it's going to change it. Well, it changed the indent, so I would have to go back and make a change to that. Okay, I'm going to go backwards for now. I'm doing it with Command or Control Z. Let's move on to the character styles. Character styles are typically does not affect the entire paragraph, but anything that you select one of or a line of text or what have you, certain things. So let's say I do want this, I want to highlight in red. So I'm going to go to the swatches and go to red. And I want to be able to use that throughout the publication to highlight some things. So I go to the characters panel and I want to select that one word that I made that style. And again, click in the flyout menu, new character style. So this is different where in the character style. There's not as many controls like for the formatting. This is very specific to just individual characters or words and things like that. So this I'm going to name red and click OK. All right, now I can select anything in any of the paragraphs that I want to. Let's say I wanted to select 2 words here, and I can click on red and it responds by highlighting whatever it is that I want. Typically I can go back into each of these to make adjustments because, you know, it inevitably happens where the boss comes along is, oh, that looks really great, but can we make it a little bit darker? And you've gone through in the entire publication. So if I want to change that red to some other color, if I go back to character color, amongst the available swatches, you'd have to build more swatches if you wanted to. You make the change to it, you make a swatch if you needed it different than this. Pick that new swatch, click OK, and everything responds to it if you have it selected. There's the red, okay, and anything here. Okay, if I click on it, double click on it, did it change it? Character color. Okay. All right, there we go. So if I had any number of these selected. Okay, so if I wanted to change it back, double click on the style. Character color is going to be back to the regular red. All right, all of them have responded by changing to the red. Okay, have fun with your character styles, do some experimentation, and you'll